So you want to find your career path, but you have no idea what you're supposed to do. All right, so you don't know yet. All right, you're confused, you're lost, you have no idea what you want to do, you have no idea where to find what you want to do, and so forth. All right, perhaps you've tried stuff and it doesn't work. All right, so what you're going to do is to write down everything. All right, you have to start acquiring this habit of writing everything down. All right, you got to write down everything. All right, but I will teach you here 7 steps to find out your purposeful work. All right, so the first step, you write down all your passions, all your interests, all your hobbies. All right, whatever it is. All right, whatever it is. And then 2, you remove all hobbies and interests and and passions that don't align with any of your skills, talents, or strengths. All right, it has to be a skill, talent, or strength so that there is a demand for it in the market. All right, we'll talk about this later. Now you have your list, you've lessened your list. Now you move on to number 3. Now you rank these based on what you're best at. All right, now you rank these. The first will be the best, the last one will be the least skillful, passionate thing you're about. All right, it can be playing piano, it can be whatever. All right, it can be writing essays. Number 4, you remove most of them. All right, so those on the last on the list will go. So you only keep your top 5. All right, only keep your top 5. You can't have too many choices here. You gotta cut your choices, because having too many choices leads to anxiety and all of that stuff. All right, and stress and so forth. Just cut all the others. Just keep the 5. If you only have 5, then that's fine. Keep it at 5. All right, so 5. Now you re-rank them based on what you would like mostly likely to do right now in this moment. All right, not later or in the future, but in this moment, what you want to do right now, what you desire, what your higher desire says to you, your instincts, what you want to do right now. All right, 6th step, cut them. So you got to cut them. Top 3. All right, you drop 2 of them. Now you have 3. Now you can only focus on 3. All right, so 3 is a good number. Now you have 3. You can cut it even more if you want to, and you can re-rank them again, but you got to be sure here. All right, now the 7th step, now that you have 3, you only have 3, now you got to research and see the market. All right, this is very important. This is the most important thing. You could go backwards basically, but the thing is, most people don't know what they want to do. All right, so you can't really go backwards unless you research business a lot and scan the market and so forth. All right, but most people don't do this. So most people don't scan the market and see what exists. All right, but now that you know what you want to do, you research your number 1. All right, you research your number 1 of all these 3. All right, so, and you see if there is some way you can be of service to, or teach, or be it online or in real life, teach or create something with the skill, talent, or strength you have. All right, now if there isn't a market for it, now you go to your number 2. All right, and if this number 2 doesn't have it, you go to number 3. All right, makes sense, right? So you just move on like this. Now if none of these 3 has a market, you go back to your top 5. All right, and just see what else, what was my 4th and what was my 5th. All right, you check 4 and then you check 5. Now if you still don't have any skills within all these passions of yours, you gotta learn a skill, otherwise you're useless to people. You gotta teach something now. So then once you know what you want to do, you create a business. All right, I promote creating your own business because you own yourself, all right? You control everything. If nothing works, then it's your fault. You gotta change and you gotta constantly work on yourself. That's why I build from the core outwards, all right? I build from the core outwards. If the core doesn't work, none of the shells will work either. If the first foundation doesn't work, the second, third, fourth won't work, all right? That's how everything works, right? That's how everything works. When you work out, all right, when you work out, let's take the analogy of working out. This is the best analogy that exists for everything. You want to be able to lift really heavy weights, all right? Like championship heavy weights, or very close to it, all right? Then you gotta work first on the small ones. You gotta work on the core. You gotta work on every muscle, that all the small muscles, and the small muscles are diet, sleep, exercise, meditation. All of these needs to be worked on before you can move on, all right? That's why I keep talking about working on yourself with diet and so forth. Otherwise you won't know. That's why you are confused in the first place, all right? You're confused because you haven't parented yourself. You're not organized. You have no idea how to manage time, all right? You waste so much time on everything else, things you don't think you waste time on. But if you write down how much time you waste on social media and everything, I just noticed this everywhere. Now that's another paradigm you will see once you do this. Once you cut social media, once you cut all addictions, once you cut everything, you will become something that is completely different, all right? You'll see the world much, much, much differently, all right? This is important because that's what I'm all about. This is important because we need to elevate ourselves. We need to elevate others. I want to elevate others so they can elevate me in return, all right? That's why I want to help others. So it is selfish, yes. To help others is selfish, but this is the best way to be selfish because you help others, all right? I just wanted to add that stuff so that you understand what's needed in life, all right? Otherwise you will never find your purpose. You'll never find anything. You'll never discover anything. You'll never discover anything about yourself, all right? So if you have any problems with this and with your well-being, with career, with health, with diet, sleep, exercise, meditation, and so forth, with the spirituality, with instincts, you can contact me and you can book a session for private consultations. The email is down below. It's also in the About page. See you guys tomorrow, and keep on working on yourself. Focus only on yourself and nothing else, all right? And everything will be fine. All right.